Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I heard from your wife's side, you survival from USANA. Can you introduce your story?
Oh, I'd be happy to because I'd love to tell this story because it's so powerful. It's that I'm a retired military, but I have disability, and I'm a disability retired.
Disability?
Yeah, disability
Which part?
retired. Well, I used to be on 10 different degenerative disease medications.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And sleep, heart, health, cholesterol, I had back injury, so I had pain medications and so forth. It was really quite bad. I was looking at actually being in a wheelchair soon because I was
before you are in the wheelchair?
I was falling down to the point where I needed
Falling down at that time.
doing a lot because I had degenerative back disease, disc disease, so I'm in pain all the time. And my wife introduced me to USANA. My girlfriend at the time my girlfriend introduced me to USANA, and my cardiologist had told me, he says, "Forks before knives, Dave. Forks before knives," and he says, "Eat better, or I'm going to have to cut on you." And I said, "No, I'm not going to do that." So I started buying a bunch of nutrition because I knew that was what I needed. I just didn't know which one. So I was online buying this and going to the store, going to the drug mart and pulling off the shelf and thinking what I had to have. And every week I'm going filling the bottles and so forth.
Yeah.
And trying to take it. But I was only hoping I was getting better because I wasn't feeling any better. Right? And then I met my girlfriend, and she said, "Here, this is the product." And she gave me the comparative guide to nutritional supplements. She gave me other books, and I did my research, got online, researched the company, started ordering, and in 3 weeks, I didn't need my Prilosec anymore. And that Prilosec was for acid reflux disease, and I'd been on that medication for 20 years. And 3 weeks on the health pack, and I didn't need it anymore. And at the time when I started, I was 230 pounds. I was a big old man. Right? I was a big old fat man. And so I was always tired and always having problems, always in pain, couldn't sleep, but I learned, after 3 weeks I didn't need the Prilosec, and then I got injured and I took the Percocet and I got better from that. I was wearing bifocals glasses, right? I had special glasses for my computer, special glasses for driving, special bifocals and so forth. First thing I didn't need was the glasses for my computer. So I noticed that my glasses were always sitting on the side of the computer. I didn't need them to work anymore. And then I didn't need the special glasses for nighttime driving.
Wow.
And then I didn't need the bifocals anymore. I went to single lenses. And a year later, I passed a commercial driver's license, no lenses.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So only Vision X.
Well, Vision X and then Coco Prime.
Yeah.
You always have to remember to do both at the same time because it's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's 1 + 1 = 6 when you do them together. Okay. So the neat thing is that with the health pack, I got so energy, I would start walking more. And I would take stairs instead of taking elevators, and I would be out. And I dropped 60 pounds in 8 months. So I had the health pack and the shakes and the probiotic and so forth, and I lost all that weight. And you know what? That was 8 years ago, and I'm the same weight as I was. I am now still 60 pounds lighter.
Wow.
Never gained anything again.
Wow.
Right?
So you find the treasure.
Yeah.
Because you changed that to be
That's
the
true.
treasure. I was before that and a lot of disability. Wow.
Yeah. So now I'm 67 years old.
67?
As it looks like.
I am 67 years old. As a matter of fact, the 15th of this month, like next week, I'll be and right. And I have more energy now, more excitement in my life than I did when I was 32. Right? And I get a lot of compliments, like he says, is that I don't look 67. I don't feel 67, so why should I look 67?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, and it always makes me upset when I see all of this Celavive stuff and only have women showing it. And I says, Celavive is for men too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I use it every day,
My
morning
husband
and night.
uses that too.
Yeah. And the new products. Have you tried the new products yet? They're
haven't yet.
fantastic.
Oh.
Really? You try?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the last 2 days I've been using it.
Uh-huh.
I really like it, but you have to be very careful because if you push the buttons too hard, too much product comes out, and you end up wasting some.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know what? This stuff is precious. You don't want to waste any of it. So as you use the buttons to push the products out, you take a little bit and so forth. So it takes a little bit of practice to get it right. But, you know, that's fantastic. But we have some great new products, and the protein. I am so excited about the protein.
Yeah.
Because it was on the protein product that I lost all the weight back in the
Muscle. Right?
Yeah,
That's
so the
muscle.
muscle, lean muscle mass.
You get muscle.
Right. So then we're working with people because you're not just working with people who are heavy and want to get light. You're also working with people who are way too skinny for their own health.
Yeah.
And I've worked with several now, you know, to build their muscle mass and to get them stronger and to be more resilient as far as their immune systems are concerned. But they have to do it with the right amount of protein. And Nutrimeal itself is a great meal replacement for normal health, but for weight management, you need that strong protein. And this new protein product is going to be fantastic for us.
I couldn't imagine when next year I see you maybe you are more stronger.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be in Salt Lake City next year with our full team.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Correct.
So we're.
I
gonna
can
make
saw
sure
your
everybody's
passion.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
Well,
I
whenever
saw
I
it.
talk about USANA, I have a lot of energy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, every time I talking USANA, I feel so happy. I like to talk to the people, share all the happy things happen in my family.
So here we are in front of the Athletes Trust USANA sign, and I wanted to point this out as being one of the things that was really helpful in helping people understand the importance of taking care of their health. Because these are people who live by their health, and more athletes trust USANA. We were talking about the elite athletes trust USANA than any other product in the world, and they are proving it again in the Olympics. And as we sit here, the Olympics is finishing up, and we were last week. We had 28 golds, 27 silvers, and 18 bronzes of our USANA athletes. And once again, we're going to be able to say, like we did in Beijing, that if USANA was its own country, we would have come out on top in total medals.
Yeah. And this year almost, This year almost. I think
Well, we're going to.
right now.
I think what's going to happen at the final bell is that we're not going to just be total medals. I think we're going to have more golds than anybody else.
Yeah.
And that's speaking a lot. So when we talk to people, if you are an elite athlete and you have all these restrictions on how you what you can take, what you can't take in the way of the rules of doping, right? Is that you need to watch what you eat, everything. But typically, if there's a doping issue, it comes from something that they've consumed that is additional, right? So USANA does offer $1 million guarantee that the athletes won't find anything or be with anything in their nutritional products. Plus the fact that they have to recover, because when they work out really hard, it breaks down the muscle tissue, then they have to build it back up, and they have to work it down so they can keep building it up and building it up and building it up. So they have to stay on that. They also have to stay healthy when they travel to compete. And if they don't have, if they fall susceptible to stomach ailments, that's really bad. So the probiotics and the digestive enzymes and so forth are really important when they're traveling to compete, so they can stay light and body and movement and so forth.
Yeah.
So the proteins, the Nutrimeals, the hydrations, the perflavin C, and the probiotics and prebiotics and so forth. very, very important
Yeah.
to our athletes. And if it's important to them, why isn't it important to us?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
tell you. So I'm going to keep competing.
No.
Now, I have in my family 2 world-class athletes.
Who?
2. I have my eldest brother and my middle sister.
Oh.
And they're my eldest brother is 70,
Oh.
and my sister is 62.
62.
Okay, my sister just swam all the way around Mackinac Island in a competition this last summer. She
Wow.
did 3 lakes in 3 days in Arizona. She swims the river in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She's a competitive distance swimmer. And she
Wow.
also does triathlete stuff. Now my brother, he's a race walker and long distance. So he's done the Boston, he's done the London, he's done the Paris. He's an Olympic athlete. And the last time he raced, he won his age group because I mean, who's competing at 70?
Seven.
But he competes very well. He's very, very healthy, and so working it from there. So we need to get that message out and help people understand that.
Yeah.
You know, if we're going to live healthy and happy and enjoy our times on this earth to the end of our day, right? So we're not a burden to our families. We're not a burden to our